On the edge of survival, the battle between hyenas and lions, the endless cycle of nature. Across the vast plains of the Serengeti, where cracked earth stretches to the horizon and migrating herds draw dark, moving lines across the land every moment is part of a relentless cycle of survival. At dawn, the first rays of sunlight cut through pale clouds, illuminating the dry golden grass still drenched in cold morning dew. The air is crisp, but beneath this quiet calm lies a tension that never truly fades. In this world, survival is a constant struggle. Predators, scavengers, hunters, and the hunted all step into a new day with the same instinctive purpose. To live. Here, no creature is ever entirely safe. Even lions, rulers of the food chain, fight constantly to preserve their lives and protect their families, and hyenas, often misunderstood as mere scavengers, are, in truth, intelligent, highly organized, and exceptionally resilient predators. For countless millennia, lions and hyenas have competed for territory, food, and dominance, creating some of the most iconic confrontations in the natural world. Today, we witness one of those encounters, a battle not driven by anger or malice, but by necessity. A battle where survival is the only law that matters. Opportunity appears, and no creature ignores it hours before sunrise. A lone wildebeest, injured during a chaotic stampede, struggled across a patch of open ground. Exhaustion overtook it in the darkness, and it fell, never to rise again. Its life ended quietly, but its presence would soon attract attention. In the calm of night, the echoing laughter of spotted hyenas pierced the air. Drawn by the scent of blood, they approached one by one, emerging from the shadows. For them, the fallen wildebeest was a gift, an invaluable source of energy during the harsh dry season. By the time first light brushed the horizon, more hyenas had arrived. Their excitement grew as they circled the carcass. Then, without hesitation, they began their feast. Their powerful jaws tore through muscle and hide, while deep growls and shrill cackles blended into a raw soundtrack of nature's brutality. Hyenas can consume nearly every part of a carcass: skin, bone, sinew, and nothing is wasted. But on the Serengeti, an opportunity rarely belongs to just one species. Watching from the distance, a lone lioness lifted her head above the tall grass. Her ribs rose sharply with each breath, a subtle sign of hunger. Perhaps her hunt the night before had failed, and if she had cubs waiting, their hunger would push her even further. For this lioness, the wildebeest was not just food, it was hope. The confrontation begins. The lioness moved slowly toward the carcass, her steps deliberate and silent. The hyenas sensed her presence immediately. Their laughter intensified, turning sharp and urgent calls for reinforcements. The distance between predator and scavengers closed quickly. The lioness bared her teeth, letting out a deep growl that rolled across the grassland. She was outnumbered, but she could not afford to back down. Hunger and maternal instinct gave her no choice. Hyenas responded with remarkable coordination. A few advanced from the front, while others spread out to flank her. This was not random aggression, it was strategy. Hyenas have evolved as a social species, and their intelligence makes them dangerous opponents. The lioness struck first. With a sudden burst of speed, she lunged at the nearest hyena, swiping with enough force to break bone. The hyena stumbled back, shaken but not defeated. The others seized a moment to circle behind her. Every few seconds, she spun to keep them in sight, preventing them from landing a decisive bite. Here, numbers mattered. One lioness could intimidate a small group, but against a dozen hyenas, even a powerful predator faced overwhelming odds. For a moment, it seemed the hyenas would drive her away. But nature is never that predictable. A single arrival changes everything. Just as the hyenas prepared their final push, a deep, resonant roar carried across the plain, so low and powerful that it seemed to vibrate through the earth itself. The hyenas froze. From behind a line of shrubs, a large male lion emerged. He did not rush. He did not need to. His sheer size, muscular, heavy, crowned with a thick, dark mane, broadcast dominance in every step. For hyenas, this was not merely another predator. This was a threat capable of ending a life with a single blow. As the male lion drew closer, the hyenas retreated in unison, not a chaotic scatter, but a controlled withdrawal, maintaining distance while refusing to flee the area entirely. The lioness, now relieved of pressure, walked straight to the wildebeest carcass. She began to feed immediately. The male lion took his place beside her, not to eat it first, but to guard, ensuring that no hyena dared cross a line invisible but clearly understood. Within minutes, the balance of power had shifted entirely. What had been a losing battle for the lioness became a secured victory through the presence of the male. The patience of hyenas. A survival strategy, though forced back. The hyenas did not disappear. They settled at a distance, pacing, or lying among the dry grasses. Their eyes followed every movement of the two lions. Hyenas understand time better than we imagine. They know lions rarely eat an entire carcass. They know that patience can be as powerful as aggression. On the Serengeti, waiting is a strategy as old as the land itself. From time to time, the male lion turned his head and let out a low growl. In response, the hyenas stepped back. But the moment he faced away, they crept forward again, inch by inch, testing boundaries without ever crossing the line that would trigger an attack. This silent tug-of-war continued as the sun climbed higher. It was a demonstration not of hostility, but of coexistence, each species playing the role nature had carved for them. For lions, dominance is essential. For hyenas, persistence is survival. Ending, no villains, no heroes, only life. By midday, the lioness had eaten her fill and moved away to return to her cubs, the male lion having secured the area for long enough. So unfolded, their departure was calm and unhurried, the quiet authority of predators that feared no competition. The moment the lions disappeared into the grass, the hyenas surged forward. They reclaimed the carcass with explosive energy, tearing through what remained. Skin, bone, fragments, tendons, everything would be consumed. In less than an hour, the wildebeest would be reduced to nothing more than a stain on the earth. From the outside, it may seem chaotic, even vicious, but in reality, this is harmony. In its purest form, lions maintain the balance of herbivore populations. Hyenas clean the landscape, preventing disease by removing decaying flesh. Both species, through conflict and cooperation, sustain the ecosystem that sustains them. There are no villains here. No heroes, just animals driven by instinct, shaped by evolution, each doing what they must to survive another day. The battle we witness between hyenas and lions is not a story of cruelty. It is a story of life, harsh, beautiful, and honest. And on the endless plains of Africa, this story repeats itself again and again, a reminder that survival is not a privilege, but a daily struggle shared by every creature under the sun.